Hey everybody, it's your girl Travel with LA, and I am back with another video. So today I'm actually going to talk to y'all just really briefly about payment shock. So payment shock is essentially the difference between your current rent and your desired mortgage payment and or rent. If I currently pay $400 and my desired monthly mortgage is $1,400, that means my difference is $1,000.
Now, how in the hell are you supposed to save up $1,000?
Now, this is why your budget comes in, because you would need to be able to sit down and determine in your current expenses what are the things that you need to take out, what are the things that you might need to minimize, and what are the things you need to maximize on in regards to how you can meet your savings goals, right? Because the purpose of payment shock is for essentially for you to prove that you are able to take care of that mortgage amount with no problem, with ease. For some people that might be difficult to do, especially if they're already currently renting and if their rent is already like high amount. Now here's the fun part. If you currently have a $1,200 rent and you're looking to have them a $1,200 mortgage, you don't have to deal with payment shock then. Essentially, because you're doing exactly what it is you need to do already. You're already proving that you could save up the amount that you need to save up, or that you could produce the amount that it is that you want to save up and pay on a mortgage. How do we now get to this point in space of even determining what it is that we could afford in our affordability before we even look into the budget? We actually have to do what's called the debt to income ratio. So when we look at that, we actually determine how much of our actual income, net income specifically, are we able to distribute towards debt. So now how do we do this? Let's say, for instance, if I make let's say $2,600, right, a month, what I would do is I would times that $2,600 by 35%, because that's exactly how much actual debt you are actually able to take in. When I look at my debt to income ratio in my affordability chart, I like to stay within the $1,300, maybe $1,400 range. That's my top that I like to stay into, right? So when we look at those things, we have to be able to properly determine what is the ratio what is our ratio, and what's the range that we'd like to stay in the middle of, right? Because I might not want to max out at the $1,400. I might want to keep it lower than that. I might want a mortgage that's $1,100, $1,200. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to determine it from there. Then after that, after you get those two numbers, so after you have done the payment shock, which is your desired monthly mortgage rate, and once you have done your debt to income ratio, that is then when we get into the budgeting. What I would recommend is that everybody go and figure out what is their payment shock, their desired monthly mortgage, what's the difference of that in their current, in comparison to their current rent, and then I would determine what your debt to income ratio is. Already know the vibe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all.